Welcome back. Conservationists are celebrating Europe's move towards a more environmentally sound future. That's after the European Parliament opted to fund a project meant to curtail overfishing. Kate Parkinson has more on the continent's push for sustainable fishing industry.
Nestled between the Pyrenees and the ocean lies the small port town of Saint-Jean-de-Luz, where fishing is a way of life. But it's not an easy life. Anne-Marie Verges has been fishing for 24 years. Using old-fashioned methods, Verges nets virtually no unintentional bycatch and says her fish are a higher quality than those caught by trawlers. But she faces stiff competition from industrial fishing operations. For years, the European Union has pumped hundreds of millions of euros into the bloc's fishing fleet, which even the union's executive arm has acknowledged is 2 to 3 times as large as is ecologically or commercially sustainable. And so the decision not to reintroduce grants to build new vessels has been welcomed by conservation groups.
We've lost a lot of fish over the years, and so there is no question where, subsidizing fleets, subsidizing the construction of fishing vessels increases the fishing effort. And if you have very few fish left in the oceans, you really want to be, why not funding the sector? But in that case, for environmental purposes, for making sure that there are environmental objectives, that you have more data, that you have more money for research.
By encouraging fleet reduction and channeling money into data collection and stabilizing fish stocks, the EU's decision is good news for small fishing communities.
It's the first time that a decision has been made that finally gives priority to the small workers, to those who have a low impact on the resources, those who work selectively. But the biggest problem we still have today is to translate this to the member states.
The new funding rules are due to come into force at the start of next year, but conservationists and small-scale fishermen are already voicing their concern, saying they're worried the proposals will be watered down during negotiations with member states, particularly those nations with big fishing fleets like Spain and France. Kate Parkinson, CCTV, Saint-Jean-de-Luz in the south of France.